All right, so one of the first things that I want you guys to understand when it comes to utilizing the power of Alibaba to sell products on eBay is that majority of the products, I would say at least 70 or 80% of the products that are available on Alibaba.com, Alibaba.co.uk are being sourced from Alibaba. So this is important for you to understand because a lot of people believe that if they buy products from China, that it's not going to be good when it comes to building up an e-commerce business. When in reality, majority of the products that you're buying on a day-to-day basis, whether it's on Amazon, eBay, or even in your local supermarket, a lot of these products are being manufactured and imported into your country for you to buy them. So you're going to be able to do the exact same thing by using Alibaba.com. And to show you a quick example of what I'm talking about, I'm just going to pick a product at random and we're going to see if it's available on Alibaba. So I'm just going to jump onto eBay just like this. I'm going to click on shop by category. Then I'm going to come over to this category over here, home and garden. And if I just scroll down slightly, we're going to be able to see this category over here that says best selling. And there's this product over here, which is a super bright solar powered LED light for gardens. This is what the product looks like. We can see that 13 has been sold in the last 24 hours. And just to give you an idea of exactly what it looks like, I'm just going to scroll through the images. But if I just jump onto Alibaba, as you can see, I've just typed in garden light wall over here, which is the keywords. And scrolling down, we're going to be able to see all of these different options. But a very similar item that's currently selling on eBay right now is available over here. And there's also this one over here, and there's also this one over here. And just taking a quick look at the price on Alibaba, as you can see, it's currently available between 90 cents to around $1.70, depending on how many quantities you buy. However, on eBay, as you can see, the product is selling for around £6. So of course, this person must be making some sort of a profit. But as we move forward in this video, I'm going to be going through a lot of the most important things that you need to know when it comes to making sure that you're selling the best product possible that's going to earn you the most profit possible, as well as the key things that you need to know when it comes to picking the best supplier to use. And this actually now brings me on to one of the next important things that you guys need to know when it comes to finding the best product to sell, which is understanding the characteristics of a winning eBay product. This is a mistake that I made myself when I first started building my eBay business. I didn't really understand the key factors of what I needed to look out for to make sure that I was selling the best product possible. And because of that, I ended up wasting the first year of my eBay selling journey on products that wasn't profitable and wasn't the best ones for me to build my eBay business on. So what I'm going to do right now is go through the 3 factors that I've learned over the past 10 years when it comes to making sure that I've identified the best winning product to build my business around. So the first one is that you want to make sure that the product that you find is small and lightweight. And the reason for this is because if you end up selling a bulky, heavy item, yes, you can see a lot of success from it, but it's also going to come with a lot of stress. And what I mean by this is, imagine that you sell a product that is really, really heavy, you ship it out to the customer. Not only are you going to have to pay a lot in terms of shipping cost, but you would have already paid a lot of shipping costs when it comes to importing the product from China into your country. And let's now assume that the customer wants to return the item, maybe because it's faulty, maybe because they've changed their mind. They're going to expect you to pay for the shipping cost for them to send it back to you. So with all of those expensive shipping costs from the supplier, from you to the customer, from the customer back to you, there's going to be a lot of your profit that's going to get eaten up. And that's the reason why I always advise people to sell a high valued item that can fit into a small box, because you're going to be able to keep a lot of profit on the table. For me personally, if I can find an item that again is high valued, it's selling well, and it also fits into a similar box size to this, maybe slightly smaller, slightly thinner, then I know that I'm on path to potentially finding a winning product that's going to bring a lot of revenues and profits into my business. And moving on to the second factor or characteristic of a winning eBay product is if it's evergreen. Now, when I say evergreen, this means that the item is selling all year round throughout every single season, whether it's winter time, autumn, Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, whatever the case is. I like to sell items that people are actively searching for every single day, and those customers are also buying those items every single day as well. The last thing that you would want to do is build a seasonal business because, yes, if you are selling a Christmas related product, you're going to make a lot of money maybe around October, November, December. But of course, throughout the remainder of the year, you're not going to be able to bring any money into your business. And I don't believe that this is the best type of business to build. So it's always a good idea to make sure that you're doing product research to make sure that the item that you're thinking about selling, people are searching for it, people are buying it all year round. And finally, you want to make sure that the product that you decide to sell is not too expensive to purchase. Now, of course, this all depends on your budget, it all depends on your experience, it all depends on how you want to run your eBay business. But one thing that I've noticed is that not only do you not want to sell big, heavy items and you want to focus on small, lightweight items, but in addition to that, you don't want to sell really expensive items that's going to cost you a lot of money just for you to purchase one single unit. Because again, if a customer decides that they don't want it no more, or maybe the customer ordered it from you, you sent it out to them in perfect condition, it's working 100%, but maybe they've damaged it or they've broken it trying to use it, you're going to end up losing all of that money. And most of the time, your supplier isn't going to give you a refund, especially if you're new when it comes to building up a relationship with that particular supplier. So always make sure that you consider this when it does come time for you to build your eBay business. You don't want to sell really, really cheap items. You want to try keep it in the middle range in terms of the budget that you have when it comes to building up your e-commerce or your eBay business. And to show you a quick example of what I do when it comes to doing product research, the software that I like to use, if you're new to this channel and you're not aware, is called Zik Analytics. Now, in my opinion, Zik Analytics is one of the best eBay product research tools on the market for so many different reasons, but I'm going to show you exactly why I believe this. So I've just logged into my account and I'm on my seller dashboard. And as you can see, there's so many different features on the screen right now. But first and foremost, what I like to do is come over here and select the platform that I'm going to be selling on. So in this case, I'm just going to select ebay.com, even though most of the time I sell on ebay.co.uk. But I'm just going to select ebay.com for the purpose of this video. And then from here, I'm going to change the business model to brand owner. And then from here, Zik Analytics is going to show me all of the different products that are selling well in terms of what I've selected up here. So you can see trending eBay products in this section. You can also see the trending eBay niches in this section over here. And over here, you guys can see that a niche that's doing really, really well right now is solar string lights. So if I just click into it, we can see that this similar keyword over here, LED light strip, was able to bring in over $32,000 in the last 30 days alone amongst the sellers on the first 2 pages in the eBay search results. And we can also see that it has a successful listing percentage of 76%. So these are the type of numbers that I like to look out for me to know that there's a chance of me making money as well if I decided to sell this particular product. I like to make sure that this is minimum around $20,000 and I like to make sure that this is minimum around 60%. Scrolling down slightly, Zik Analytics is going to be able to show us which exact LED light strip performed the best in the last 30 days. And as you can see, this is the one that was able to bring in the most sales. So if I just click into it, right here you can see that this seller was able to sell 10 in the last 24 hours. And they're a fairly new seller. They're not a massive seller. They've only got around 2,300 feedbacks. And if I just jump onto Alibaba.com, I've just typed in LED light strip into the search bar over here, and straight away we're going to be able to see all of these different products and all of these different sellers that we can start using right now when it comes to selling this exact same item. So if you also wanted to go away and sign up to Zik Analytics so that you can do your product research and find your own winning product that's going to potentially earn you thousands of dollars every single week, make sure that you sign up for the 7-day trial by clicking the link in my description down below. And this now brings me on to one of the next most important things that you guys need to know, which is how exactly do you navigate Alibaba.com as a beginner and what are the most important things that you need to look out for. So sticking with this example product over here, LED light strip, there's a few things that you need to look out for when it comes to making sure that you're contacting the best supplier possible. Now, one of the first things that I like to do is tick this box over here that says trade assurance. And trade assurance, for any of you that's never heard of it before, is Alibaba.com's payment method. So when you use trade assurance, to transfer funds to your chosen supplier, Alibaba is essentially going to hold on to the funds until you receive them and you let them know that you're happy with the products that you've received. So it's a great way for you to minimize any risk because the supplier is going to make sure that they do everything possible for them to send you the items that you've requested so that they can receive their money. So I like to make sure to select this option over here. One of the next filters that I like to select is this one over here, which is under supplier features. I like to either select this one that is verified supplier or verified pro supplier. Essentially what this means is that a third-party audit company has gone to the supplier's warehouse to make sure that they actually have the products that they claim to have in their warehouse. So of course this is a great way for you to again minimize your risk. So you can select either one of them. Of course, the pro one is going to have more assurance when it comes to you minimizing your risk, but I'm just going to select this one for now. And then finally, what I like to make sure to look out for is the years the supplier has been on Alibaba. And the way that you're going to be able to see that is by looking at this section over here. One of the biggest mistakes that you need to make sure that you avoid is to not go with a supplier that's been on the platform for 1 or 2 years. For me personally, I like to make sure that they've been there for minimum 5 or 6 years, because the longer years that they've been on the platform, it shows that Alibaba hasn't kicked them off for them doing something wrong, and they're most likely a trusted supplier to use. So for example, there's this one over here, which is the first one that's been on the platform for 15 years. So this is one that I would definitely consider using. This one's been there for 6 years, which is really good. This one's been there for 15 years, but it's not necessarily the item that I'm thinking about importing. So you want to look at the image of the item as well as the years of them being on Alibaba. One of the next things that you want to look out for is the other types of items that they sell. And the way that you're going to be able to figure that out is by clicking into the product just like this, and then clicking on the name of their company, which can be found at the top over here. And then from here, you're going to be able to see their profile page, which is going to showcase the different types of items that they sell. And it's also going to give you a lot of information about them as a company. So this one, as you can see, they've been manufacturing lights for the past 15 years, which is obviously really, really good. They also let you know about their warranty. They let you know about what certifications they've got. And again, you're going to be able to have an idea of the different types of items that they sell, because when it comes to growing and scaling an e-commerce business, you don't want to just sell one item. You want to know that you're going to be able to import multiple different items over the future from one single supplier, because this is going to reduce your postage cost. So for me, I would like to go with this supplier if I was thinking about selling lighting type items, because they've got so many different options that I can choose from when it comes to me expanding my business. And of course, there's some other things that you need to be aware of. For example, you want to make sure that you're doing your return on investment calculations accurately to make sure that you're going to make profit before you send any money to your chosen supplier. You also need to make sure that you're contacting multiple different suppliers so that you're going to be able to compare the prices and everything like that. So there's a certain strategy that goes into that. And you also need to make sure that you're building your eBay store in the right way in terms of branding it around the category or the niche of products that you decided to sell. Now, I'm not going to be able to go through all of this in today's video. Otherwise, this video is going to end up being 2 to 3 hours long. I just wanted to give you the key things that you need to be aware of. But if you wanted to get a little bit more information step by step on how you can build your eBay business over the next year, then I would advise you to check out Project eBay, which can be found at www.projectebay.com. This is my step-by-step guide that I've put all of my years of experience when it came to me building up my eBay business to over $1,000 per day, $2,000 per day, $3,000 per day. If you're a beginner, you're definitely going to get a lot of benefit out of this step-by-step guide, because it's going to show you everything you need to know, everything you need to do in a step-by-step format. So make sure you check that out by visiting the website that's on the screen, or you can click the first link that's in the description down below. And if you've enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe as well and hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know when a new video has been released. And if you want to watch another YouTube video that I made recently where I break down some other tips and tricks that you need to know when it comes to making money online with Alibaba.com, things I didn't really talk about in today's video, then make sure you click the link right there. Check that out straight after this one, because it's already helped out thousands of people, and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.